Konnichiwa, konbanwa, I should say. It's evening, konbanwa. I gave you the days of the week in Japanese, Nihongo. And so now I'm going to give you some sentences to expand on this a little bit. And this will give you a little more Japanese vocabulary as well. All right, we're going to ask a question. Getsuyobi wa nani o shimasu ka? So what did I say? What are you doing on Monday? So we're going to break this down. So getsuyobi is Monday, and wa is a particle. It's not translatable. It is a grammatical particle that means basically the subject. So getsuyobi wa nani, what, o, and that means not the subject but the object. So getsuyobi wa, the subject, nani, o, object, shimasu ka. And shimasu ka means, what are you doing? So getsuyobi wa nani o shimasu ka. And if you remember the phrase, if you can get it to just roll off your tongue, nani o shimasu ka, what are you doing? That's what are you doing? And then we just add getsuyobi, Monday, wa nani o shimasu ka. This is going to come in real handy. So, okay, so we're going to answer this question. So I've asked, getsuyobi wa nani o shimasu ka? What are you doing on Mondays? So we're going to say, basically, Mondays I go to work. Getsuyobi wa shigoto ni ikimasu. Ikimasu. I'm sorry, I should have said, I'm a little tired. I'm sorry. Getsuyobi wa shigoto ni ikimasu. Now, ikimasu as a verb means to go. Interesting thing about Japanese is the verbs go at the end of the sentence. And we don't do that in English. We say, I go to the grocery store, right? So the verb I go is in the second place, right? I go to the grocery store. But not in Japanese. Generally, the verbs are at the end of the sentence. And so you just have to get used to it. So, getsuyobi wa shigoto ni ikimasu. So, getsuyobi is again Monday. Wa shows that's the subject. Shigoto means to work, or means work basically. Ni, and so shigoto ni means you are going somewhere. Basically, you are going to work. And then the verb ikimasu is to go. So shigoto ni ikimasu altogether means go to work. Getsuyobi wa shigoto ni ikimasu. And I'm going to write these out in the comments. I really didn't feel like I could sit here and write them. I'm not in a good position to do that, but I'll write them in the comments for you. All right, so let's go to suiyobi. So we're going to talk about Wednesday. Suiyobi, Wednesday. Suiyobi wa nani o shimasu ka? Remember, nani o shimasu ka? What are you doing, right? So we're going to say suiyobi, Wednesday, wa nani o shimasu ka? So what are you doing on Wednesday? Well, so we're going to say on Wednesday, on Wednesday I go to Japanese class. So suiyobi, Wednesday, wa nihongo no jugyo. Nihongo no jugyo. So nihongo is Japanese. No is sort of like a possessive, and jugyo, class. So I'm saying nihongo no jugyo. It's basically Japanese class. The class of Japanese, it's kind of backwards, but Japanese possessive class. Okay? Suiyobi wa nihongo no jugyo ni ikimasu. So on Wednesday, I'm going to Japanese class. All right? Let's take kinyobi, Friday. Okay? This is going to get a little interesting. Okay, and I'm actually going to say, what are you doing on Friday and Saturday? So we're going to learn how to say and as well. So kinyobi to doyobi wa nani o shimasu ka? Now, if you remember, nani o shimasu ka, that's our nice little way of saying, what are you doing? But I've said kinyobi, Friday, to, T-O, to, means and in Japanese. Kinyobi to doyobi. Friday and Saturday. Wa nani no shimasu ka? What are you doing on Friday and Saturday? And so I'm going to say, Kinyobi to doyobi wa shinagogo no ni ikimasu. Now, that won't apply to everybody, but I threw it in. So, Kinyobi to doyobi wa shinagogo ni ikimasu. So, on Fridays and Saturdays, I go to synagogue. That's not going to apply to everybody, but I thought I'd throw it in there. Shinagogo, synagogue. So let's go to Nichiyobi. And Nichiyobi is Sunday, okay? Nichiyobi wa nani shimasu ka? So what are you doing on Sunday? So Nichiyobi, that's Sunday. So Nichiyobi ni wa kyokai ni ikimasu. So on Sunday I go to church. So Nichiyobi ni wa kyokai ni ikimasu. Or you can do it another way. Sorry, somebody's being rude over in the corner. Watashi wa Nichiyobi ni kyokai ni ikimasu. So I put watashi wa, which means I. So you can do it that way. Watashi wa Nichiyobi ni kyokai ni ikimasu. Or you can drop the I and you can just say Nichiyobi ni kyokai ni ikimasu. So basically, you can just say, I go to church. You're answering a question, so that includes the day. Or you can say, Watashi wa Nichiyobi ni kyokai ni ikimasu. So I hope that made sense. And I'm going to write these in the comments so that you can see what I was talking about. Hope you found it interesting, and have a good week.